You know, when I think of all three guys, I think of passion, because they all had a passion in one way or another.
Now at 6, a community mourns after 4 football fans are killed in a small plane crash. Good evening, I'm Heather Herron. Brett Thomas is off tonight. We are learning more tonight about the local victims involved in that fatal plane crash. Authorities say all 4 people who died were from Indiana. That plane took off from Warsaw on Friday, and the men were headed to Clemson for Saturday's football game against Notre Dame. The victims are identified as 71-year-old Charles Smith and his son, 44-year-old Scott Smith. Also killed 54-year-old Tony Elliott and 51-year-old Scott Bibler. The Warsaw community is grieving tonight after each man left a lasting impact in his own unique way. News Channel 15's Gina Glaros joins us from Studio 15 with more.
The Warsaw mayor says in a town of 14,000 people, most of them have been impacted by at least one of these men in some way, because each of them lived large. It was on this field that Charles Smith coached Tippecanoe Valley's first football team, leading them to a championship in 1979.
Charlie is a legend in this community as far as a football coach goes. There are a lot of people here that talk quite often about those days.
His legacy went beyond winning.
Charlie was an extremely driven individual. He was probably one of the best motivators of anybody that I've ever known.
Scott Bibler played for Smith, following in his footsteps as a coach and becoming the school's counselor.
He was one of those people that had that gift of being able to make everyone feel special.
Superintendent Brett Boggs says the school has been through a lot these last couple years, with several unexpected deaths.
Rolled up his sleeves and did everything that he could.
Meanwhile, Smith became a banker, and after retiring, a Warsaw City Council member.
He was not in it for himself. He wasn't in it for anyone else but the community.
In his free time, he did everything with his son Scott, a local attorney, including going to every home Notre Dame game and flying to every away, bringing different friends with them. This time, it was Bibler and race car driver Tony Elliott. Boggs won't forget reading the news.
I knew that they flew to all the away games. And about an hour later, my phone starts ringing, and I first learned from my assistant superintendent from Blaine Conley that it was them. I did not realize, though, until he told me that Scott Bibler was with them.
But those who knew them say it was the passion of each man that in their own way brought this community together.
We'll be here for their families today, tomorrow, and forever, but we'll move on, and they've left this place a better place because they were here.
According to our CBS affiliate in South Bend, visitation and memorial services for Charlie and Scott are Monday, October 12th in Warsaw. Their funeral services will be the next day. Gina Glaros, News Channel 15.